गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ महागणपतये नमः। ॐ प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामविद्यवतु। ॐ वाग्देव्यै नमः। ॐ शिवनामनिबादितेऽन्तरङ्गे महति ज्योतिषि मानिनी मयाद्धे दुरितान्यपयान्ति दूरदूरे मुहुरायान्ति महान्ति मङ्गलानि। स्मृते सकलकल्याणभाजनं यत्र जायते पुरुषस्तमजं नित्यं व्रजामि शरणं हरिम्। ॐ सन्नो मित्रः संवरुणः सन्नो भवद्वर्यमा सन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः सन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। यश्छन्दसां ऋषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं। शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरि विश्रुवम् ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अहं वृक्षस्य एरिवा कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। आप्यायन्तु मम गानिव प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम्। माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्। अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु। तदात्मनि विरते य उपनिषत्सु धर्मस्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। वाङ् मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम्। आविराविर्म एधि वेदस्य महानि स्थः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासीः। अनेनाधीतेनाहो गात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः भद्रं नो अपि वातयमनः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः विषेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तगुंहदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
दीवार की तरफ करके चलाइए और भी दीवार हाँ बस
ॐ विश्वन्दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यं निजान्तर्गतम् पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यः साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयम् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बीजस्यान्तरिवा कुरो जगदिदं प्राग्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्र्यचित्रीकृतम् मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायो जीवयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये यस्यैव स्फुरणं सदात्मकमसत्कल्पार्थगं भासते साक्षात् तत्त्वमसीति प्रवचसा यो बोधयत्याश्रितान् यत्साक्षात्करणात् भवेन्न पुनरावृत्तिर्भवाम्भोनिधौ तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नानाच्छिद्रघटो दरस्थितमहादीपप्रभास्वरम् ज्ञानं यस्य तु चक्षुरादिकरणद्वारा बहिस्पन्दते जानामीति तमेव भान्तमनुभात्येतत्समस्तं जगत् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये देहं प्राणमपि द्रियाण्यपि चलाम् बुद्धिं च शून्यं विदुः स्त्रीबालान्धजडोपमास्त्वरमिति भ्रान्ता वृषंवादिनः मायाशक्तिविलासकल्पितमहाव्यामोहसंहारिणे तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघन प्रत्यगर्तो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। शङ्कराश्लेषविलसत्पादामृतनिर्भराम् विश्वोत्तंसितपादाब्जां ब्रह्मविद्यां विभावये। नमः श्रुतिशिरः पद्मचण्डमाखण्डमूर्तये बादरायणसंज्ञाय मुनये समवेस्मने वेदान्तनिकुरुम्बेण तात्पर्येण प्रकाशितः स्वात्मानन्दैकरस्येन कल्याणाय शिवोऽस्तु नः। अधिभगवो ब्रह्म। अथातो ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा जन्माद्यस्य यतः शास्त्रयोनित्वात् तत्तु समन्वयात्। ब्रह्म जिज्ञास्यम् मोक्षाय। Moksha is the phala, is the purushartha. For the sake of moksha prapti, to gain moksha, discover the freedom, fullness, happiness, abiding happiness, fullness. Brahma vichara is to be done. Brahma is to be known, understood. Brahma jijñāsyam. Then, kim lakshanam Brahma? What is this Brahma? Janmādi asya yataha iti jagat karanam Brahma. That is the Brahma lakshanam is gotten by the second sutra. Jagat karanam Brahma ekam advitiyam. Also sarvajñam sarvashakti. And not only Brahma is jagat karanam, not only as upadana, nimittam cha. Abhinna nimitta upadana karanam Brahma. The very fact that Brahma is jagat karana shows that Brahma is sarvajña. That is fortified by Shastra Yonitvat. Shastrasyapi Yonihi. Shastrasyapi Karanam Brahma. Shastra here is Veda, which is capable of throwing light, illuminating all the Purusharthas. Therefore, Sarvajna Kalpaha Vedaha Tasyapi Karta Ishvaraha iti. Therefore, Sarvajna Kalpasya Karta Sarvajnaha iti. Niratishaya Sarvajnatvam, incomparable, insuperable, unequal, non-parallel, unparalleled Sarvajnatva and Sarvashaktimatva Ishvarasya Brahmanaha. This answers the question that the Purvapaksha's question, Mimamsaka's question, that Veda is Nitya. It's not manifested, it doesn't come out of anybody. Veda is Nitya. The Siddhanta answered by saying Shastra Yonitvat, Brahma being Shastra Yoni. Veda is not a Paramarthika Nitya, it is only Pravaha Nitya. Apekshika Nityatva, Pravaha Nityatva, perenniality is accepted. Pratikalpam Sridyamanatvat. Every kalpa it manifests in each cycle of Srishti, creation. Along with the Srishti, like even time and space, they are part of the Srishti. So too, Veda, the capacity, all knowledge, that's also manifest. Pratikalpam, it is Niyata Purva Rupena, Purva Sadrisha Rupena, it's manifest, therefore it is Pravaha Nitya, it has Pravaha Nityatva, not Atyantika Nitya it is. So, Vedaha api Ishvarasya Kritihi iti. Ishvara Srishti Antargata eva Vedaha api. So therefore Shastra Yonitvam points out that Brahma is the Vedasya Kartru Upadanam cha. Thereby Sarva Kartrutva is established. Jagataha Kartru, similarly Vedasya api Karanam. Therefore Sarvajnam Sarvashakti Brahma is got up. Then, so this is the Lakshana. Shastra Yonitva, Jagat Karanatva. This is the Lakshana, that is Sarva Karanatva for Brahma. Jagat can stand for all the Vedyam, all that is known, experienced, related with. And Veda is the needs. So the revealer and the revealed. Jagat is Vedyam and Veda is the Pratipadaka. Therefore, both the Grahya and the Grahana, both are Drishya and Darshana. Veda provides Darshanam and Jagat is Drishya iti. But this subject, the object and its knowledge. Artha and Jnana. Jagat is Artha, Veda is the Jnana iti. So, there is the Sarvasya Karta Brahma, Kartru Brahma, that is Siddha. So not only Jagat Karanam, Vedasya api Karanam Brahma, that is Siddha. So this provides the Lakshanam, Sampurna Lakshanam for Brahma, Sarvasya Karanam Brahma. Then, having mentioned the Lakshana of Brahman, now what is the Pramana by which Brahma Vastu is known? Its Swarupa is known. That is Shastram itself. That is second Varnaka of the third Sutra. Shastram Yonihi Yasya Tat Brahma Shastra Yoni. Shastra is the Pramana. We know about Brahma Vastu, the Swarupa of Brahma Atma, only from Pramana, only from Veda. So Veda is the Pramanam. Yoni here is Karanam Pramanam Brahmanaha. Brahma being Shastra Yoni, therefore Brahma Jijnasyam, and therefore the pramana for Brahma being Shastra, Veda, therefore Veda Vicharaha Kartavyaha, Vedanta Vicharaha Kartavyaha. Connecting the Jignasyam, the Pratipadyam Brahma, and Pratipadaka Shastra. The revealed is Brahma Swarupa, and the revealer is the Veda, Vedanta, Upanishad. Therefore, the revealed Sambandha is there. It is not producer and produced Sambandha. This is Pratipadya, Pratipadaka Sambandha. Since Pratipadyam, the revealed to be known, is Brahma, and that is revealed by the revealer Veda, in order to understand Brahma, the Pratipadyam, which is also Jignasyam, Vedyam, for that Veda Vicharaha, the Pratipadaka Shastra Vicharaha, Kriyate, Prastuyate, Arabhyate. Therefore, the Vedanta Vakya Vichara is done here. When you say Brahma Vichara, you must analyze Brahma, but you are looking into Vedanta Vakyas. Why? You are looking into the book, right? So, here Vedanta is the Pramanam. Vedanta is the means through which we know the Swarupa of Brahma, and therefore Vedanta Vicharaha Kriyate, Arabhyate, Prastuyate. Vedanta Vicharaha Kartavyaha Jignasuna. Alright, so this is up to the third sutra. Now when you say Veda Vedyam Brahma, the question comes here. Brahma is not Veda Vedyam. You say Vedanta is the Pramana for Brahma. That is not so. Vedanta is not the Pramana for Brahma Jnana. The question comes here, and this question is elaborately presented. Mimamsaka's question, elaborately presented. Bhashyakara presents the Purvapaksha in two phases. Mimamsaka is the Purvapakshi here, the primary Purvapakshi, and the Purva Mimamsaka's view is presented with two emphases. So Bhashyakara presents in two places the Purva Mimamsaka's two views, twofold views, with a different emphasis. Let's start. Then a long Vistrita Samadhana, a long answer. Samadhana is given. A very beautiful Samadhana, very profound discussion is there. Thereby, in this sutra, Tattu Samanvayat, in the fourth sutra, it is established that Vedanta is the Pramana for Brahmajnanam. That is very clearly established. So this is stated in the form of this brief sutra, Tattu Samanvayat. Tat means Tat Brahma, Prakritam, Jignasyam Brahma. The sentence is very brief, sutra is very brief. Tat tu Samanvayat. In almost all the sutras in the Brahma Sutra, there will be this Hetu is there. Samanvayat. Samanvaya being there. Since there is Samanvaya. Panchami. Hetu Panchami. This is Vicharatmakam. This Grantha is Vicharatmakaha in the form of analysis. Therefore, in the process of analysis, reasoning is to be brought in. Therefore, the Hetu is there in almost all the sutras, except a few. There is the Hetu is there. Samanvayat. Samanvaya being there. In the second sutra we have Janmadiyasya Yataha iti Yasmat Karanat iti Apadane Panchami. But still that sutra, since Jagat Karanam is Brahma, that meaning also can be extracted. Yataha Yasmat Brahmanaha Jagataha Prapanchasya Janmadi Bhavati Tasmat Brahma Jijnasyam iti, that is gotten. The Hetu meaning is extracted from that. Then the third sutra, Shastra Yonitvat, again Hetu Panchami, since Brahma is Shastra Yoni, then again the reasoning Hetu is there. This is the Nyaya Shastra, Nyaya Prasthana. Nyaya means reasoning should be is there, elaborate. Therefore, here we see in almost all the sutras the Panchami, Nyaya indication is there. Nyaya here is not Nyaya Shastra, Nyaya means reasoning, that's all. So, Tattu Samanvayat. Tu in the sense of Eva. Brahma, Pratipadyam Brahma, Vedanta Vedyam Eva. Vedaika Pramanakam. Vedanta Pramanakam Brahma. Brahma has Vedanta as the only Pramana. How do you know that Brahma is Veda Pramanakam only? Tu Eva. Why? How? Samanvayat. Since there is Samanvaya, Samyak Anvayaha. Samyak Anvaya means uniformity of purpose, oneness of purpose. Tatparya is one. The central theme, the central vision is one, unified, it's one. What is it that? Brahma is the Tatparya of all these Vedanta Vakyas. Sarvani Vakyani, Vedanta Vakyani, Jijñāsye Brahmani, Moksha Rupe Brahmani. Brahma is Moksha, Ishvara is Moksha, Atma is Moksha. So, knowing Atma as Brahma, as Ishvara, this is Moksha. Therefore, Brahma is Moksha. Brahma is Moksha Swarupa. That is the Purushartha. So, Purushartha Rupe, Moksha Rupe, Brahmani. Sarvesham Vakyānām Samanvayaha is there. They all point out to Brahma only. Some Vakyas directly talk about Brahma, reveal Brahma. Some Vakyas indirectly help us understand Brahma. There are these Avantara Vakyas, secondary Vakyas, which do not point out Brahma directly, but indirectly they help us understand Brahma only. Mahavakyas are those which present the Swarupa of Brahma, which is Atma. Therefore, Akhandartha Bodhaka Vakya, Atma hi Brahma, Atma, you are Brahman, you are Ishvara, Ishvara is you, you means everything. It's not one individual, everything is Ishvara, it's everything Brahma is. This Akhanda, undivided, whole meaning. Akhandartha Bodhaka Vakya, which also called as Mahavakyas are there, which reveal the Swarupa of Brahma being Atma. And there are these Avantara Vakyas, like Srishti Vakyas, etc. They, Panchakosha, Prakriya, etc., all these Vakyas, Vedanta Vakyas, they all lead to Brahma only. They resolve their final Tatparya, they complete in revealing in Brahma only. So, some Mahavakyas directly reveal Brahma Vastu, whereas Avantara Vakyas indirectly their final Tatparya is in Brahma Avabodha only. Therefore, all the Vakyas in all the Upanishads, they point out Brahma only. They have Samanvaya, they resolve, they have their sense of completion in only in revealing Brahma. Therefore, Samanvaya being there. Like even in a wheel, in a carriage of a carriage, okay, there is a wheel is there, and then there are spokes. All the spokes are connected to the hub, right? And thereby only the spokes have any relevance. In as much as they are connected to the hub, then they have any usefulness, relevance. So too all the Vedanta Vakyas have one Tatparya, Ekavakyata, that is Brahma, Brahma avabodha iti. That is said as Samanvayat. This is established in this sutra. This is called Samanvaya Adhikarana, in which it is pointed out very clearly, very eloquently it is pointed out, very lucidly it is pointed out here, convincingly pointed out by Acharya Bhashyakara, that all the Vedanta Vakyas have Ekavakyata, one Tatparya, and that is Brahmatma. And therefore, Brahma alone is Vedavedyam alone. Brahma alone is Vedavedyam, Brahma Vedavedyam alone, right? Both ways. Brahma is known through Vedanta only, and Vedanta talks about Brahma only, nothing else. So therefore, Samanvaya being there, Tat Brahma, which is Jignasyam Brahma, that alone is the Vichara Vishaya, and therefore Tad Pramanakam, Brahma Pramanaka, Pramana for Brahma, Vedanta, Vicharaha Kartavyaha, Vicharaha Kriyate. This sutra sets the tone for the Vichara of the entire Brahma Sutra. This one sutra, Tattu Samanvayat, sets the tone for the Vichara of the entire Brahma Sutra. One of the most important sutras. In my view, this is the most important sutra, Samanvaya Sutra. This makes it very clear that Vedanta talk about Brahma alone, and Brahma alone is revealed by Vedanta. Brahma is revealed by Vedanta alone. Vedanta alone. This is made very clear. Alright. Tattu. Tat is Brahma. Brahma Vedanta Vedyam eva. Brahma eva Vedanta Vedyam. Brahma Vedanta Vedyam eva. Tu. Samanvayat. Since there is Samanvaya, there is uniformity, there is harmony, there is single purpose of all the Vedanta Vakyas. What is the single purpose? Revealing Brahma as Atma is the single purpose. What about other Vakyas? They all serve. Srishti Vakya is there, and in the Mandukya we see about three Avastatraya, the three states of experience. That's all discussed, waking, dream, etc. They all have Tatparya in only Brahma. Alright. A very long Bhashya here we have, comparatively long Bhashya. Very beautiful. At the same time, the style is very simple, Bhashyakara style. With simple words, he presents profound vision he provides. It is said that Bhashyakara adopted the style of Mahabhashyakara. If you happen to read Mahabhashya, Ashtadhyayi Sutra Bhashya, Mahabhashya of Patanjali Maharshi, there also we see that there also style is very simple and lucid, profound, very beautiful. Simple Vakya, simple words, very beautiful. So it is said that Bhashyakara adopted Mahabhashyakara's Shaili, Pada Shaili, Vakya Shaili is similar to Mahabhashya, it is said. We do see evidences in many places. Alright. So this is the Samanvaya Adhikarana, fourth Adhikarana. This has again only one sutra. This Tattu Samanvayat is the only sutra here. Here we have the Vidyaranya Swami's Adhikarana Mala we have. In this Adhikarana, in this sutra, which is this Adhikarana itself is one sutra, in this, the Mimamsaka's view is the Purvapaksha here. And the Mimamsaka presents his view in two ways. So based on those two presentations of the Mimamsaka, Bhashyakara presents one view first, and that too he presents little elaborately, and then the answer is given to that. Then the second view of the Purva Paksha Mimamsaka is presented. That is a little more elaborate presentation of the Purva Paksha. In great detail it is presented, Mimamsaka's views. And then the Siddhanti gives a very long answer, an elaborate, a thorough answer the Siddhanti gives. So this is the Bhashya content. Two Purva Pakshas, both are Mimamsakas. The first Purva Paksha is said to be the view of Kumarila Bhatta or Bhattamatam. In that, as an addition, the Guru Mata, that is Prabhakara view also is indicated there. Then the second Purva Paksha, second view is the Upavarsha Acharya's views. Is a Vrittikara. Purvamimamsa, Jaimini Sutra, Vrittikara. This is Upavarsha Acharya's view. That is presented. And then answer is given. So these two Purva Pakshas are presented by the Vidyaranya Swami in the form of these 4 shlokas here. So there are this Adhikarana, this Sutra, the Bhashya of this Sutra is present in 2 Varnakas, 2 sections, 2 Varnakas. So 2 shlokas for each Varnaka. Vidyaranya Swami very briefly presents what is the Purva Paksha and what is the Siddhanta. He presents in 2 couplets, 2 pairs of shlokas, 4 shlokas. Each pair relates with 1 Purva Paksha. We will read that. We have in the beginning of the sutra itself, in the Bhashya itself, page 107, 104. Okay, 104 here. I will read each line in full. Okay, each of the padas I will read in full. Vedanta kartri devavi para brahma para uta. Anushtanopayogitvat kartradi pratipadakaha. Binna prakaranat linga षट्काच्च ब्रह्मबोधकाः सति प्रयोजनेनर्थ हानेनुष्ठानतोऽत्र किम्। Vedavedyam, that is Vedanta Vedyam Brahma. Then this, it was said in the previous sutra, second Varnaka, Shastram, that is Vedanta Upanishad, is the Pramanam, Yoni, for Brahma, it was said. This is being analyzed here. And elaborate, what was said, Shastra is the Pramana for Brahma, it was said. Now that objection is brought in here. The Purva Paksha brings an objection here. Vedantaha is not Pramana for Brahma Vastu. Brahma is not that which has Vedanta as the Pramanam. So the Vishaya here is Vedantaha, Vedanta Vakyani. Vedanta Shastra is discussed. The nature of Vedanta Shastra as to its Vishaya, as to its Phalam. What is the Phalam that one gets by Vichara, the Jnana of Vedanta, gotten from Vedanta Shastra? What is the Vishaya that is being presented in the Vedanta Shastra? In essence, the Anubandha Chatushtaya, that's all. The Vishaya in particular and the Pramanya, the Pramana of Vedanta is very beautifully brought in this. So Vedantaha, the Vishaya for this Vichara, are they Kartru Deva Adi Paraha? This is samshaya, vishaya, doubt. Are they about para? Vedantas, are they about kartru and deva, etc.? Kartru, yaga karma kartru, sarga, jyotishtomadi, agnihotradi, karma kartru, that is in essence jiva, atma. Are they about Vedantas? Do they talk about kartru, deva? Deva means the deity. Like in the Somayaga, Indra is the Pradhana Devata there. So Indra is the Devata, like that. So the Vedanta Vakyas, do they talk about this Karta? Do they talk about Devata, Adi, any other means related to karma, etc.? Kartru Devatadi para, Devadi Paraha va, Uta or Brahma Paraha. Brahma is the Tatparyam for this. What is the Tatparya? What do they talk about? How are they meaningful? Are Vedanta Vakyas discussing? Do they discuss? Do they present Kartru, Devata, etc.? Or do they talk about Brahma? This is the Vishayaha, Samshayaha, Sandehaha. Now the Purva Paksha says here, Anushtana Upayogitvat. These Vedanta Vakyas are Upayogi, useful in this way. In what way? Anushtana Upayogi. They are useful for Anushtana. Which Anushtana? Anushtana of what? Karma. Yagadi Karma Anushtana Upayoginaha. These Vedanta Vakyani Upayuktani. So their usefulness, the Vedanta Vakya usefulness is only in as much as they are useful for Karma Anushtana. That is to say that Vedanta itself is not useful. Vedanta does not have any tatparya, any usefulness in itself. But since they are part of Veda, we cannot say that they are not Pramana. Part of Veda, of the whole Veda is a Pramanam. And Vedanta portion, the Jnana Kanda of the Veda, is useful. Thereby it gets its Pramanyam, it gets Pramana status. And the Pramanya is in usefulness. And the usefulness is only in as much as they are connected to, they subserve karma, anushtana. Anushtana upayogitvat Vedantanam. Therefore, kartru adi pratipadakaha. They present pratipadaka, they present karta, etc. Certain qualities, certain meditations, certain glories about the karta, yaga karta, karma karta, and devata, etc. Sometimes the samagri stuti is there, the offering stuti is there, mantra stuti is there, devata stuti is there. In various ways, kartru adi pratipadakaha vedantaha. This is the Purva-paksha. Purva-paksha says that Vedanta Vakyas are Pramana because they are useful by being connected to Karmakanda Vakya. Vidhi Vakyas are there, Karmakanda Vakyas, by being connected to, by being useful as supplement, as subserving the purpose of the Vidhi Vakyas, Karmakanda Vakyas only, Vedanta Vakyas are useful. Therefore, Anushtana Upayogitvat. Therefore, they are Kartru Adi Pratipadakaha eva, na Brahma Pratipadakaha. Brahma is not the Vishaya. Even though Brahma is talked about, but Brahma is not the Pradhana Vishaya for Vedanta. The usefulness of Vedanta is only in this way, that they subserve, they are connected to Vidivakya. In other words, Vedanta Vakya is a Shesha. Is an Anga. This is the Purvapaksha. This is the Bhattamatam. Also the Prabhakara Matam also falls in line with this to a great extent. Now, the Siddhanti answers here, Bhinna Prakaranat. Vedanta is a Bhinna Prakaranam, a separate Prakarana here. How do you know that this is Bhinna Prakaranam, a separate topic, separate Shastra? Anubandha Chatushtaya is different. In the Karmakanda, the Vishaya is Yagadi Karma, Dharma is the Vishaya, and that is accomplished by knowing first, knowledge first, and then doing. Jnatva karma kurvita. Like even a person who is desirous of Swarga, first the person understands oneself to be a desirer of Swarga. Swarga kamaha ahamasmi. Then, in order for me to accomplish Swarga, my desired phalam, ishta phalam, what do I do? This is not a laukika phalam. This is adrishta, alaukika, this is Swarga. And this, how can I gain this alaukika, adrishta, Swarga phalam? Shastra gives the upaya, the sadhana for it. Jyotishtoma, etc. is given. So Jyotishtoma, the yaga is talked about, and the person knows, I am a Swargakami, and in order for me to accomplish, make available for myself Swarga, for me, therefore, I need to do this sadhana, which is Jyotishtoma. Jyotishtoma is one yaga, one ritual, Vaidika ritual, it is karma. So, knowing that first, and then the person does this Jyotishtoma, performs this Jyotishtoma. So, Jnatva karma kurvita is the vidhi, is the approach there. There, Swargadi phalam is sadhyam. By knowing, it's not accomplished, but then you have to do the karma. Which karma you need to do in order for me to get my desired phalam. So, there is the karta is the adhikari there. And then the vishaya is dharma, swargadi, dharma which is sadhya. And the phalam is swarga itself. Sadhya itself is the phalam. And then the sambandha is the kartru, karana, sambandha, etc. Bhavuka, bhavya, sambandha. One who has this bhavana, and one who by this bhavana, by the anushtana, the one who produces the bhavya result, kartru, karma, sambandha. That sambandha is there in the Purva Bhaga, Karma Kanda. Whereas in the Vedanta, the adhikari is not a karta bhokta, one who wants to be free from the kartrutva, bhoktrutva, adhyasa, samsari. One who wants to be free from the notion of being a samsari. Jignasuhu, mumukshu is the adhikari here. And Vishaya is Brahma, Advitiyam Brahma, Jneyam Brahma. Natu Prapyam Brahma, but Jneyam Brahma. How it is Jneyam? Atmatvena Jneyam Brahma. And what is the phalam for this? Moksha. And what is the sambandha here? Not kartru, etc., anushtana, etc. is not here. Only the sadhana sadhya sambandha, pratipadaka, pratipadya sambandha is there. Revealer, revealed sambandha. Meaning, here, jnanam alone is to be accomplished. Jnanam is to be gotten through Shastra Vichara, Pramana Vichara, through Upadesha, and having known what is to be done for moksha, nothing. Knowing is moksha. Knowing here is aparoksha jnana. Aparoksha jnana is moksha. So here, jnatva karoti iti, there is no anushtana apeksha. So therefore, Acharya says here, this is the binna prakaranam. Vedantaha pruthak shastram. Binna prakaranam. This is jnana prakaranam. Therefore, what is there in the jnana prakarana cannot be an anga, a shesha to a different prakarana. Usually, what is mentioned in one section, one topic, under one topic, doesn't become connected to, doesn't subserve another topic, doesn't become subservient to another topic. And here that is so. Therefore, the Vedanta is not a shesha or an anga to karma kanda. Why not? Binna prakaranat. Prakarana is different. And can you say that the Vedanta doesn't have any tatparya, doesn't reveal anything new? No. Brahma bodhakaha Vedantaha. Brahma bodhayanti. They reveal the Swarupa of Brahma, whose Swarupa is not known. Atma Brahma iti, it is not known. Atma Aham iti, it is known, but Aham Brahma iti, Advayam Brahma iti, it is not known otherwise. And why should I know this? What is the need for me to know that Aham Advayam Brahma iti? This is my Purushartha. My Purushartha is freedom, discovery of freedom, owning the innate freedom, owning innate fullness. That is my Purushartha. That's what we are seeking. And it is not personal, it is universal. And therefore, here I seek to know Brahma as Atma because that is Purushartha. And therefore that Purushartha is the phalam, moksha is the phalam, and that is accomplished by avabodha. And therefore, this Shastra, Vedanta Shastra, being Brahma Bodhaka, Shastras definitely reveal Brahma Swarupa as Atma. How do we know that this is the Vishaya topic, this is the Vishaya of this Vedanta? Shadlingat. The Tatparya, Avabodhaka, Lingas. The factors which point out that this is the Tatparya. 6 lingas, Shad Lingat, Linga Shadkat Cha. 6-fold lingas are there. In some Upanishads, in some Vakyas, in some sections, you see 1 or 2 lingas you may see. And in some you may see all the 6 lingas. It's not a rule that all the 6 lingas should be present in all the Upanishads. They may be, they may not be present. But even at least 1 linga is good enough to arrive at the Tatparya. And more so in some Upanishads, all the 6 lingas are there, as we see in the Chandogya. Acharya is going to point out, Tikakara is going to point out all the 6 lingas. So the linga shatka being there, Brahma is the Tatparya, and therefore all the Vedanta Vakyas, Vedanta is Brahma Bodhakaha, Vedantaha. And this Brahma Bodhanam, Brahma Bodhaha is Phalavat. This Jnanam is useful. What is the usefulness of it? Anarthahana. Anarthahane prayojane sati. Anartha is samsara, undesirable, unwelcome, unsought. That is sorrow, samsara. An existence of endless becoming. Endlessly you become from this to another, to another, to another, to another. Nowadays you adopt this style. After 6 months you adopt another style, dress style or hairstyle or whatever. Suddenly you cling on to, you follow some other school, You shift from here to there. So, this endless becoming, this is samsara, and this endless becoming, one discovers oneself as wanting. The basic sense in all this is I am wanting, I am wanting, I am wanting, I am incomplete, I am incomplete. Something is missing in me. I am not okay. I am yet to discover fullness in myself, as myself. I am subject to afflictions. I am the sense of unfulfillment, wanting that is there, centered on oneself. Not on the body, it's not centered on the body, but centered on oneself. Any notion about body is because of this adhyasa. We transfer what belongs to the body upon to ourselves, what belongs to the mind upon ourselves, and then we suffer and cause suffering also to others. This is anartha, samsara. And when everybody wants to be free from this sense of, this crushing sense of limitation, smallness, wanting, unfulfillment. So this anartha hana, removal, the total removal of this anartha is sought. That is called moksha, dukkha nivrittihi, sukha praptihi, moksha is sought, and that moksha is the prayojana, phalam, for phalam of this Vedanta jnana, Vedanta vichara, janya Vedanta jnana. The phalam of this is moksha, dukkha nivrittihi. Not just kadachitka dukkha nivrittihi, but then atyanta dukkha nivrittihi, once for all, total removal of this anartha, samsara. So that is there. When phala is there, you cannot say Vedanta is useless, you cannot say. If phala is not there, yes, you can say useless, but phala is there. And this is purushartha. And this is the purushartha really. And therefore, phala sattve, that is samsara nivritti, the phala, moksha prapti, the phala being there. Sati prayojane anarthahane, that is being there. Therefore, this is Veda is a pramana, Vedanta is a pramana, and then Vedanta jnana has a phalam result, namely moksha, samsara nivritti, dukkha nivritti, abhaya. Then anushtanataha atra kim akshepe kim atra brahma avabodhe mokshe vishaye anushtanena kim anushtanataha. What is it gotten by anushtana? What does anushtana to do here? What has anushtana to do here? Nothing. Brahma being siddhavastu, there is no question of, there is no need for anushtana. Whereas in the karma kanda, jnatva karoti, jnatva karma kurvita, it is there. Swarga jnana, jyotishtoma jnana does not produce swarga. But jyotishtoma karana, doing jyotishtoma produces swarga. Whereas here, brahma jnana is moksha. Here there is nothing to be done. Aham brahmasmi. Okay. Vedanta taught me. I understood. Okay. Now what? What do you do about this? Aham brahmasmi. Pranayamam va, shirasasanam va, om aham brahmasmi swaha iti. Swaha karena aham brahmasmi yaga va, mahavakya yaga. Soham, 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 swaha iti vakya. What is that? Is there anything to be done? Nothing. Anushtanataha atra kim kimapi na. So therefore, here Vedanta Shastra is a Bhinna Shastra. It has the Pramana, Lakshana, it has Anadigata. Brahma is Anadigatam. Atmatvena Brahma Anadigatam. Brahmatvena Atma Anadigataha only. Yadyapi, even though Karya, Jagat, the Karya is Adhigata, I know. Not the entire Jagat, but enough Jagat I know, I can see. But Karanam Brahma is not Adhigata, is not known. And further, this Brahma is Atma is not Adhigata, is not known definitely. And then Atma is Adhigata. Aham iti Atma Adhigataha. Atma is evident as I. Everybody knows. Every human being knows. Every living being, I iti, the sense is there. But then, that I is Brahma. The truth of this I is Brahma, that is not known. Therefore, Anadhigata Vishaya is there. And this is Abadita also. Never negated by, cannot be negated, is not negated by any vyavahara, any pramana. Abadita. Then Phalavat is there. Phalavat Artha is there. Brahma Atma iti jnanena. There is Phalavatvam, Moksha iti Phala is there. Therefore, Pramana Lakshana is fully there. Anadhigata, Abadita, Arthavat, Phalavat Arthabodakam. Phalavat Arthabodakam Pramanam iti. Pramana Lakshana is there. And Brahma, the Vastu, is presented by the Pramana, and Brahma is Atma, it is presented. And by knowing that Aham Brahma iti, Phala is there. Therefore, the Pramana Lakshanam, Purushartha, they are all perfect, all are there. Completely they are here. Therefore, Vedanta is Bhinna Shastram, and the Vishaya for Vedanta is Brahma. And all the Vakyas have Samanvaya in Brahmani Eva. Advaite Brahmani Eva Samanvaya being there. Therefore, Vedantaha Vicharyaha. Vedanta is to be Vicharaniyaha. Vedanta Vicharaha Kartavyaha iti. That sets the tone for this entire Shastra Vichara. Therefore, the Purvapaksha Kartrudevadi Paraha iti Anushtana Upayogitvat iti Kartrutvavi Kartravi Pratipadakaha. The Purvapaksha is answered. Now the second aspect of the Mimamsaka's view that is present in the next shloka. Pratipattim viditsanti brahmanyavasita uta shastratvat te vidhataro mananadescha kirtanat. Nakartritantresthi vidhi shastratvam samsanadati. Mananadis pura bodhat brahmanyavasitas tataha. The Mimamsaka, the second view of the Mimamsaka is that the Mimamsaka says that the Vedantas are Upasana Paraha. They are meant for Upasanam. The first Purvapaksha is Mimamsaka views. First view is that they are Vedanta Vakyas are Sesha to Vidhi Vakyas. Here, the second Purvapaksha, Mimamsaka second view is that Vedanta Vakyani Upasana Parani. Whatever that is mentioned, Atma, Abhare, Drashtavya, Atma iti Upasita, etc. Whatever Upasya Vishaya is there, that Upasana is to be done. Somewhere Ishvara Upasana, somewhere Brahma Upasana, somewhere Atma Upasana, somewhere Prana Upasana. Whatever Upasyam is mentioned, Vedanta, entire Vedanta is Upasana Param. This is the view, Mimamsaka's view. So, here, the first line presents the Vishaya and the Vishaya doubts here. Pratipattim viditsanti Brahmani avasitaha uta iti. Vedantaha, again, which are the Vishayas Vedanta Vakyani. Vedantaha viditsanti vidhatum icchanti. The intention of these Vedanta Vakyas, viditsa, vidhatum iccha, the intention to enjoin. Enjoin what? Pratipattihi. Pratipattihi means upasanam. Do Vedanta Vakyas enjoin upasanam? This is the samshaya. This is the doubt. Uta or Brahmani avasitaha. They culminate, they conclude in, they have nishchaya, they have tatparya in Brahma. That is to say that, what do the Vedanta Vakyas say? Do they enjoin meditation, or they talk about Brahma Vastu, they reveal Brahma? Which is the correct one is the Sandeha question. Now the Purva Paksha says, Shastratvat, since they are Shastra. What is Shastra? Shasanat Shastram. One of the descriptions of the word Shastram. Shasanat Shastram. What? That which enjoins the human being into activity with a higher purpose, higher goal, towards a higher goal. That is Shastram. Shasanat. Since enjoining, since they enjoin. Like even Agnihotram Juhoti, in that the Agnihotra karma, Nitya karma, is a Nishkama karma to be done by Grihastha. And what does this karma beget? What is the result of this karma? Swarga. Swarga is the phalam. Or simply the pratyavaya is avoided. There are two views. One Mimamsaka view is that Nitya karma anusthana avoids pratyavaya papa. Pratyavaya is a type of papa, an act by the act of omission. By omitting to do what is to be done, and particularly Veda karma, Vihita karma, you attract a papa, a type of papa called pratyavaya. So this pratyavaya is a papa. Papa brings in dukkha. Dukkha is anishta. So you don't want anishta. And therefore you want to avoid papa. Therefore you should avoid this pratyavaya. And to avoid pratyavaya, this act of omission, right, you need to perform. That is one view. To avoid pratyavaya, the papa, you do nitya karma, Agnihotram. And the other view is that Agnihotra does produce a phalam called Swarga. Wherever phala is not specifically mentioned in the Veda Shastra for karma, the general phalam is unsaid, but general phalam is Swarga. It is there. Even though Agnihotra karmanaha phalam is not mentioned in the Veda itself, but it says Agnihotram Juhoti. So every day the Grihastha is supposed to asked to perform this Agnihotra. This is Vedic Agnihotra, okay? Not a prevalent one, the copper pot, copper vessel, etc. Right? That's not Agnihotra anyway. This is Vedika Agnihotra. Right? So the phalam is not mentioned. Even though phalam is not mentioned, Swarga is there. That is another view is there. Therefore, the Shastra enjoins various karmas, and those karma results, either the karma is alaukika, and what is not gotten through any other pramana, pratyakshadi pramana, what is not known through any other pramana, or the result is not known through, not gotten through any other act or any other pramana. Swarga is not known through any other pramana, and Swarga is not gotten by any other action other than those mentioned in the Vedas. Even though noble laukika karma also does produce punya, but that amount of that punya will be less, much less when compared to Vaidika karma. Like even Purta karma is there, Datta is there, Danam, Datta karma is there, Danam is there, and then Purta karma, social service, etc. You contribute, it is all there. Even though they are not mentioned in the Vedas, okay? Dana prasamsa is there, but then Purta karma, etc., that's not there mentioned. Agni, Vapi, Kupa, Tada, Ayatana, Devata, Ayatana, Anicha, etc., we'll be seeing them. So the Purta karma also produces, it's a Laukika karma, still it produces result, but the quantum of result punya produced by that is much less compared to the Apurva, the Adrishta produces much less compared to the Vaidika karma. So Vaidika karma produces Adrishta, and that Adrishta results in Swarga. This is otherwise not gotten, not easily gotten, not known. Therefore, Shastra enjoins what is desirable, points out this is desirable. Anyway, the human being is not going to live on this earth for forever, is not going to live 100 years or 120 years, whatever. After what? After this what? This fellow has to leave, vacate the place, and go. Does this fellow become non-existent? No. Deha vyatiriktaha atma. You are not confined to this deha. It is not that you come into existence when the deha is born, and not that when the deha dies, you also go out of existence. That is not so. You are deha vyatiriktaha atma. You survive this deha. You pre-existed this deha also. You pre-existed. Even before this deha is born, you are there already. And after this deha falls, then also you are there. It's not that you are newly created by God, etc. Right? The soul is not created, etc. They said. But then you are already there. And then later on, Aihika I know, but Amushmika, Aihika Sukha I get by various Laukika means and then certain Vaidika means also. But what about Amushmika Sukha? Amushmika Dukkha Nivritti I need. Not only Aihika Dukkha Nivritti, Amushmika Dukkha Nivritti, like Naraka Prapti. I don't want Naraka Prapti. I don't want Dukkha. I want Sukha. Therefore, the Shastra talks about the means and the ends for Sukha Prapti and Dukkha Nivritti. That is Shastram. Shasanat. Shastratvat. Shasanat Shastram. Shastra has to give the means for Sukha Prapti and Dukkha Nivritti. And Karma Shastra, Veda Shastra talks about Karma and Upasana also. In the matter of what is already existent, you have nothing to do with reference to that. Something is there, you know it, and then as it Siddha Vastu, in that there is nothing Vidhi or Nisheda, nothing with reference to that. There is no pravritti or nivritti towards something Siddha Vastu. But human life is activity, and then human being the human being endowed with a higher intellect, higher capacity to discern, to choose, that freedom is there, will is there. So therefore the human being can accomplish, right, the real meaning, the real purpose of the human life, not just by laukika activities, worldly activities. That is there for all jiva, all jantus, it is there. Nidra, Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maituna, these are there for all. Ahara, every living being eats. Right? We only eat on the table with a fork and spoon and whatnot, with the fingers. And all that we eat, that's all. Other living beings just eat what nature provides, usually. We do double cooking, triple cooking we do, and then we do the same, similar thing. It's not very different. Very much ahara, same as all other animals, all other living beings. And then nidra, rest. They also rest, we also rest. They also play, we also play. Then bhaya, our sense of insecurity, fear, etc. is there. Animals also have this. Maithuna, procreation is there. Santati, we keep the line flowing. That's there for animals also. In what way we are different from animals? Dharmaha tu tesham adhikaha visheshaha. So that which distinguishes us from other life forms on this earth is dharma. We alone are capable of following dharma. We alone are endowed with that capacity, and we alone have the responsibility to follow dharma. It is not only we have the power, we have the responsibility also to take to dharma. And this is the vishesha. This is the distinguishing feature for us, about us from other life forms. Dharmo hi tesham adhika visheshaha. Dharmena hinaha pasubhihi samanaha. Those who don't follow dharma, they are as good as animals only. The life is mere animal life, that's all, nothing more. So just animal life. A monkey eats, a monkey sleeps, a monkey is afraid of so many things, and then a monkey procreation is there. So you are also doing the same thing. You are a monkey only. Yeah, that's what we are. You are more than that. You are capable of, and you are responsible for dharma. You are capable of doing dharma, you are responsible for dharma. Therefore dharma vishesha is there, and therefore in a human life you don't do only worldly activities, you have to do something more also. We can do, we have to do. Otherwise you cease to be a human being. You exist only as an animal. That's not like an animal only. You underlive, you underachieve. If you are not taking to dharma, you are just living an animal life, nothing more. And no animal is an underachiever, but you, the human being, you underachieve by not taking to your responsibility, your powers of taking to dharma. Therefore, dharma, the Shastra enjoins the human being, tells the human being, you are a human being, right? And therefore you are more powerful, you are capable, and you are responsible for lot of things more. For yourself, you can provide yourself for the hereafter also, and for the whole world, for a lot of other beings, you can take care of them. For their welfare, you can do something for them. Not only laukika sense, hereafter also you can do it. Therefore, adrishta, where the emphasis on the adrishta aspect. Adrishta aspect is already known by other pramanas. Then adrishta aspect it mentions. Therefore, shasanat, Veda has to talk about adrishta, Swargadi adrishta, Yagadi adrishta. In that way only it becomes Shastram. Shastra becomes Pramanam in that way only. This is all Purupaksha. This much is correct, okay? This much is correct. It's not totally wrong here. This is all right. Shasanat te vidhataraha. Vedantaha, also being Shastra, they are vidhataraha. They enjoin some vidhi, urging the human being to do something good, something noble, which will produce lasting good for oneself and for others. Not only human beings, all life forms, including devas. We do yaga for this welfare of devas. Okay? The devas we do. Vidhataraha te shastratvat vidhataraha. So the Vedanta also is Shastra, and therefore they are also Vidhataraha, means Vidhi is there. They are also subject to this Vidhi of doing something. And Mananadehe cha Kirtanat. Kirtanat, explicitly it's mentioned in the Vedanta itself, Manana etc. is mentioned. Mantavyaha, nididhyasitavyah, upasita iti mananadi is all mentioned. Therefore, here the Vedanta Vakyas are meant for upasana, Atma upasana, Brahma upasana, or any other Devata upasana, and also manana etc. has to be done. Manana also is a karma according to the Mimamsaka. Manasam karma it is manana, manasam karma, and the nididhyasana is also manasam karma that is to be done. This is the Purvapaksha. Siddhanti answers, na akrita tantre asti iti. We will take a break. We will come back at 11:05. We will proceed. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purname Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.